Assalamualaikum. What if I told you the biggest threat to your child after divorce isn't the custody arrangement? It's the words that come out of your mouth. By the end of this video, you will know how to become the safe parent your child runs to, not the parent who quietly adds to their emotional burden. I'll show you why emotional discipline matters more than the amount of time you get with your child, and how one simple conversation can either build your child's character or leave wounds that last into adulthood. Many fathers believe that if they only had more access, more weekends, overnights, more holidays, they will become a better father. I don't believe that's the biggest problem, because I've met fathers who had their children every day and still emotionally abandon them. And I've met fathers who only saw their children a few days a month, yet became the safest person in their child's life. The difference wasn't time, it was leadership. Look, I've been through this. I know what it feels like to hand your child back, to sit in your car afterwards, and to replay every conversation, to wonder if you are slowly becoming a stranger in your own child's life. That's one of the reasons I created this channel. My mission isn't simply to help Muslim men recover from divorce. It's to help them rebuild into men their children can always feel safe with. Because divorce ends a marriage, but it must never end fatherhood. So the lesson today is simple. When access is limited, your emotional discipline becomes even more important. Because children don't remember every hour you spend with them. They remember how they felt around you. If every visit becomes another opportunity to attack the other parent, your child stops feeling safe. Not because you raised your voice, but because you made them carry something they were never meant to carry. I had to learn this the hard way. There were many moments when I felt deeply misunderstood. Moments when I wanted my child to know my side, to understand why certain things happened, to know the sacrifices, the pain. And for a while, I convinced myself that telling them the truth would somehow help. But then I asked myself a question. Who would that truth actually serve? Is it the kid or my wounded ego? That question changed everything. Listen, children are incredibly loyal. Not because they are naive, because they love with their whole heart. And when you attack the other parent, your child often hears something completely different. They don't hear, your mother was wrong. Instead, they hear, half of me is wrong too. That's the tragedy many divorced parents never see. Your child is never your therapist or your witness. They are simply trying to love both parents without feeling guilty, so don't make that harder than it already is. Now, here's where many fathers accidentally damage their children. Your child comes home and says, "My mom shouted at me," or "I don't like staying there." Hey, the temptation is immediate. You want to say, "See, I told you. I knew she would do that. I've already warned you." That feels satisfying for about 5 seconds. Then, your child learns something dangerous. They learn that bringing problems to you, daddy, means choosing sides. Not every conversation becomes political. Instead, become curious. Calmly say, I'm sorry, that felt hard. What exactly happened? How did that make you feel? What do you think is a respectful way to handle it? Notice what you have done. You haven't defended, attacked. You taught wisdom without adding fire. That's leadership. Remember something powerful. Children don't need parents who always agree. They need parents who refuse to make them carry adult conflicts. Yeah, one parent may lose emotional control. Don't let it become both. Someone has to break the cycle. Why shouldn't it be you? As Muslim men, we are taught that strength isn't shown when life is easy. Strength is shown when we restrain ourselves from the desires, addiction, temptation for the sake of Allah. Especially when we believe we are right. Anyone can speak from pain. Very few men can remain dignified inside pain. That dignity becomes a blessing for your child. Because every time you choose restraint, you are protecting your heart. One day, in the future, your child will become old enough to form their own conclusions and decisions. You don't need to rush the process. The truth doesn't need your anger to survive. Character doesn't need revenge to be seen. Your child is watching far more than they are listening. They are studying how you respond when life isn't fair. That's the father they will remember. So if shared custody has left you feeling powerless, remember this. You may not control the custody schedule, the other parent, but you completely control the emotional atmosphere your child experiences every time they're with you. And that may become the greatest gift you ever give them. Not more hours, not perfect circumstances, but better presence, better leadership. If this resonated with you, I've created a Muslim Men Rebuild Playbook. It's a free guide to help Muslim men rebuild discipline, emotional control, purpose, confidence, and fatherhood after divorce. You'll find the link in the description below. Also, if you're ready for a personalized guidance, I'm going to invite you to apply for a private strategy call. Together, we'll create a practical roadmap for your next season of life. Link is in the description too. If this message challenged you or helped you see fatherhood differently, subscribe to my channel and join me. Finally, I love to hear from you. What's the hardest part of co-parenting after divorce that nobody prepared you for? Share it in the comments. Your answer might become the next video that helps another father rebuild with dignity. Inshallah. Assalamualaikum.